Do you have a landlord registration? Both you and any other owners on the title deed should ensure you are registered with the local authority in your area before you can let a property. It's a vital part of your journey to being a landlord if you're looking at this as a potential new landlord. Insurance is a vital part of owning a property and letting it to a tenant. You should ensure that both the buildings and your landlord contents have adequate insurance. And on the policy, you should check that it includes public liability indemnity insurance as well. Since December 2017, the only lease that we can use for residential property in Scotland is known as a private residential tenancy. This supersedes previous leases, and any new lease should be operating on a PRT type lease. There are no other leases that you can use if you are letting to private tenants in private property in Scotland. If your tenant has ever paid you a deposit for the property, you should ensure by now that you have placed that money into one of the 3 government-backed tenancy deposit schemes which are available. This protects the tenant's money and ensures that it is returned safely and properly at the end of the deposit, either to the tenant, or if you are looking to retain it, that it is retained fairly due to something that the tenant was responsible for. Once you have paid your tenant's deposit into one of the 3 tenancy deposit schemes available, you must also issue a certificate to prove to the tenant that you have actually moved the funds into one of the tenancy deposit schemes. As we all know, fire safety is hugely important. As a landlord, you must ensure that your property is safe for your tenant to live in by installing smoke alarms and heat alarms in the living room, the hallway, the kitchen and any other high traffic areas. They should be interlinked so that they speak to each other if one goes off, checked regularly and ensure they are working at all times. A gas safety certificate is an annual certificate which you should arrange to be undertaken. As its name suggests, it checks that all gas appliances in your property are safe, compliant, often includes a service of something like a boiler too, and ensures the tenant is going to be safe using those appliances in your property. An EICR, or Electrical Installation Condition Report, is a check of all the electrical installations and fixtures and fittings, such as fuse boards, in your property and takes place as a minimum every 5 years. It checks that everything is safe and compliant with latest rules and regulations so that your tenant is safe in your property. The portable appliance test is one which most people know about, often referred to as a PAT test. As its name suggests, it's an annual certificate which checks that everything that you have supplied as a landlord and forms part of the inventory, which has a plug, is safe to use, and that there are no bare wires and that the tenant is not at risk of electrocution by using those appliances. Energy Performance Certificates, or EPCs as they are commonly known, is a certificate which gives a rating for the efficiency of usage of power in the property. So it indicates what it might cost to run gas and electric to power and heat that home. It is something which you must show when you're first advertising a property to potential tenants to say whether it's A, B, C, D, E, etc.